Oh yeah. That's we gonna chiru number samala ne to make chala. Ane so tashi delusia. Ane da dola that same hakovanaji. Ni neon di chene. Ni that dawa mumbusikra, that dawa shinga jirilla. Matsa same ne ta gishi dogetsane ni ta no chiga. Ne kokashi talenta yomare. Ani tenuji nga zo ya pianse ga ne noji ga jolin da wo shida jun de yo mare te za ten ta nga zo tombo ne oze yong sare so ne jupan ne yo de sam ro so ne tani no go shin ta na ma to le ore lore ina ya ta tanda chi na ya ani ta dawa ka ji ngo sa so re de sha te za ta di 친구가 단들이 인권을 마셔야지. 고디셰션도 대체 팽거리 송도. 디체산이 다 닝고네 말라대지. 다 베지 지그 돌린스거와. 다 드니지가. 펜도 뒤에 대체를 유연하스면 니가 걸무지네. 닝고네 마셔야 그 베지지.
So first of all, I'd like to send my warm greeting to everyone with Tashi Delek. And so as we all know that in the last few months, so because of this pandemic, that we all have been not able to physically meet each other. And not only that, and of course then the center also have to stop all the teaching program, and then in the meantime, then kind of we thought that the things situation might improved, but then unfortunately things didn't improve and it got worse, and now then it appeared that the lockdown will go for a few more months. And then I have been the advice that to give the teachings on this online, and so therefore we started this teaching, and then I very happy to begin this teaching, and just it's very all of us is to do the teachings. We important to make sure that we all have the correct, generate the correct motivations.
Tadi sunzata dawa kaji chunga chung zonta yo mare tinzata chamala ni ani dewo da ni chibure sangdo ni anda dela ta gishe doga dewore ni maze pajila koran ta tisa ani tingel samshune ni ta ma tune ni samte ma tune ni chabu khashile chiyo mare tani za ta ngi dine pa shei te ni an ge kono ani kandu shiwa yi ani kongi ni andigre sonso ani tani she na ni muka khashil pa to se bares ani she na ya pore se ne ani tani iga koro kanoso.
So I hope that all of you, the members and friends of the center, so everyone, so you all keeping in good health and spirit, and so here at the center, our most venerable Geshe Doga is also well, and he just recently he finished the Tara retreat, and then after that retreat, then as this idea about me giving teachings come about, so I did checked that with the Venerable Geshe Doga, and he is very happy that to go ahead with this teaching, and so that's how this we begin these teachings, online teaching.
인데네 네 기시 도기 차치네 네 좀말아요 아니 다시 들리지 시야더니 아니 대도 지제 는 다시 다네 다 가서 진소 누거니 뭐지 다 게도게 기시 기시 좀 기시 도게가 아니 제선 론에 페리시네 되는 로선지 서로 다네 시 자로더니 뭐도 상님 뭐여래 대마제나 로차 마제 아니 지 아니 야보 신네 야보 녀슬랭에 아 드니 뭐여래 다 드링이 시야 되네 아 또solani 다시 다 사와 고토테 지오 마르티네야 다 ngama시야도 저 템바수야다니다 야지 지 사발 지 양넷 조이나 아니 저 가실래야 에 배통들이 서봐 아니 드니 그런 거 있지네네 아 진소가 거디 제거래 아니 말이요 드니 그런 거 그네다 강니니지 에마 시에타야 검베 제기
So once again, so I'd like to, on behalf of the Venerable Geshe Dorje and all the centers, to wish you all again Tashi Delek, and and so so among you, so there are many of you who has been studying under Venerable Geshe Dorje for many years, and so no doubt, so you have learned a lot, as well as have done a lot of practice, and so have the experience of the Dharma practice, and so but of course, among you there might be also many who are also new to the Buddhist teachings. So for all those who has been familiar with the teachings, so this the teaching that I'm giving, so it will be more like just a refresher. Consider that as a refresher, and for of course, so suppose those who are new, so hope that you will learn about this very profound teaching. So which is the text that I'm going to teach on is on the three principal aspects of the path. So I'll do my best to give this the explanation of the teaching as clear and precise as possible.
del teneta sin zombali dani tan zomili enjoy jala kangi shi uji ta tingil tesambare tanda yang te jimbare ina yo ta nga zui ge ta chinzu no ge ta chiru no ba chola ta dani ji kangi chimu shi tesu se nga zui a che koma so chewa ta ni ta chinzu no ma chi ya bo jung sange chola ni kangi shi ta te yo mari song ja se ja to ma kai se na kuzu chi ya bo sing ge yin za 아니 다 지야 보냐서 레와이나 단다티가 강에도 졸라 또 따다 돈내지 두그리 선비가네 이치에스
So as direct the effect of this pandemic, so of course throughout the world, so there are many people and in many countries, so there's facing a great hardships and especially financial hardships, and so it's we all going through a great challenging time, and so but I can say that in the centers that the people everyone here are quite coping quite well, and so there's no need to worry, and also hoping and also I assuming that many of you who have been studying the Dhamma for over many years, so have been utilized so your Dhamma knowledge, your knowledge of the Dhamma to be able to confront and cope with these very difficult situations very well, and so I'm hoping that nobody is facing something the difficulty which is beyond your control.
제장아 페나 시다 대마존에 되기 동부수 내가네 니 덴바시 니 인도 도시 숨버레 아니 당가서 단디 나찬데야 니 덴바실파 아니 자네 아니 리펀다고 이거 봐 드니다고 이거 손노 동아이나 아니 센데세 제게에세 지요 말에 가이스나 다 둥가 시파샤스 동부 둥가 시파셰 그거레스 아니 둥가 임바 항니 선수나 아니 와나 둥가테 니 렌지 마이 바 요네 요도 융거야나 아니 된 융그 제테 아니 제제네 아니 제테니 제체 아니 다테 아니 제제치비네 가서 아니 근주데 마싱이 되시 융거래 아니 다 제제치나 오나 제제테 메와 조타근도 문도 서든지 그 제와체 있으니 아니 고데 되시 융거래 다 메와 조타근도나 타 가르질라 때네 니 메와 조근도 소소 제와체 있으니 타 로덴라 때그 바시네 니 덴바시 고르데 드리도 오지시죠 대노지 딱 가서 나산데 소소 나와 있는다 파슈를 나와 있는다 나사데 대 강해진 바 니선제 네 대다 마용 이거 다시라니 적가린 거네 까고데 아니 제때 가지 거 타근데 타근데 아니 거 타근데나 다시 가르대 거거든 드리존에 니 덴바시 리파텔잖아 시당 샤와 가리나 봐 디 리파텔은 로예요 단달라 나사텔라잖아요 아니 디 리파텔로네 아니 대체 아니 디고텔라니 자지 샤와레가 아니 신주 침비노라 아니 가테 치스예나나 텔람가 치시예스 가테 치스메나나 텔람가 셰치 패스네 아니 드리그 치제 수준도 아니 가르스나 가테 지치타 주에 와이나 가츠 티가로 지치타 쇼고레스 아니 텔람 아니 먹가와트니 소고 말레스 가테 지치타 시 메와이나 아니 텔람 먹가와존나 가츠 펜도요 말레스네 다 드리그 치지 로종세 그러와 다 드리그 소노라 아니 그네니다 다단 다치로 넘버치 뇽레조 싱겨레 아니 드리그 거네 뇽레조네 봐 단다가 다치스크 나사티가 센리세 그러와 그래서 드리그 뭐부지 매와트 그래서 아무도
그래서 so the very first discourse that the Lord Buddha gave was on Four Noble Truths. So the which are the the noble truth of sufferings and the cause of sufferings, and then the cessation of the sufferings, and then the path to the cessations. So this in the we in some way, so we can apply this Four Noble Truths to our to handling or to coping with this our current the pandemic situations. So like for example, if you look at the Four Noble Truths, so the Buddha said that the noble truth of suffering is something to be known, something to be recognized, and so once we recognize, we understand the truth of sufferings, then and which as we do not want the suffering, so we will then to in order to prevent or eliminate the suffering, so we will investigate the causes of the sufferings. We will think, examine is there is a cause to the suffering or not, and so this is the noble truth of the cause of sufferings, which is where the as we when we examining that whether is there a cause to the suffering or not, and then if there is a cause, and then if we the next is the noble truth of the cessation of suffering. So this is when we check or examine whether the cause of the sufferings can be eliminated or not, and so the this is where the truth of if it is eliminated, and then that's the we understand that way we understand the truth of the cessations, and so if it is eliminated, then how to show how to eliminate, or sort of how to achieve the cessation of the sufferings. Then the noble truth of the path to which is to the means of achieving the cessation of the sufferings. So in same way, if we can also think about, of course there's no doubt we all know the impact, the detrimental impact of this the coronavirus, and then we have to, in order to avoid this virus, so we have to know its cause that which can if we can catch this virus, and so because and then to see how to by eliminating the cause, then we can see how we can prevent this the virus. So in this way, we should in this relation to this, we should also remember the quotation by the Shantideva that who also advised that how we should upon investigation, so if there's nothing, we can't change the thing, then or upon investigating the thing, so if we can change the thing, then why we should we should worry about it? Rather, we should because it can be changed. But however, if it's things that we are facing, if it cannot be changed, and then what is the point of worrying about it? There's no benefit of worrying about it. So in this way, we should also applying these such teachings. We will find it very useful to cope with these such situations.
제정아 된다 된바지기 리파테 단나 나선들라 지잖아 나차테 나차임도 아니 강의지 봐 니사 다대 가만에 jun것도 따네 지티 제제를 잘라 니다 제대다 멋지네 지니 전에 니다 저런 몸보지 시기도 다 뜻이 전에 쉬하고 원하티 저를 쉬하대 거덕은 왜 따네 다지지 다 거덕이 예나 거덕이 예와 통화 뒤에는 선방구대대 도용 거라와 델라테네 원하 거와라 다시 가르쳐 그거드네 아니 로데드 시기요래 드니 거와라 다시 딱 가서디 은체대 그 차네니 다 몸보지 지수 라버터게 다 지몸 가주 제가 몸보 시기요로 또 때나 아니 또 거덕이 예와대 하고네 아니 드니 그봐 로레 가샤나니 아니 현준이 수원오지대 아니
So, as said before, so this teaching on the Four Noble Truth, so really goes well to cope with this the current situation. So where we have to look in this in our current situation, whether the virus or this whatever the other any hardship that we are facing. So we have to recognizing those hardship and the disease, and then to analyze, to understand the cause of that. So which there is you know, the fair amount of the information out there, which you know, like such as how this the cause can be from how it can be transmitted from, you know, person to person, and so forth, and so there is a cause for this virus to catch the virus, and then to think of the whether it is preventable or not. So which is like the you know, thinking on the noble truth of the cessations of the sufferings, and then to achieve this truth of cessation, or to, in another word, to prevent the virus, you know, catching the virus, then, you know, we have to know how to take care of our health. So which again I no need to mention. So there's a lot of the very the essential tips there, you know, like, you know, washing your hands, or just putting the mouth mask, so wearing a mask. So all these things which we need to apply as a means to prevent the catching the virus.
다 디마제니 다 디사 아니 다 나사티 용기가 다 다와 뭐 보시는 거마다 수수 나라니 데데디살니 무카시에테시 부수나부터네 아니 드니 야 강이 뭐 본데스네 아 드니 시기도 아니 다 텔라야한티지 소소 소노 도시 공간에라 다 소소 솔 강이 되디고 로다 또 디인자 아니 소노 도시 된자와지 당잖아 아니 또 강이 뒤추는 거래 성도 가이세나 딱고 놀 마데와 셜런도나 나창기 소나 가르제가 아니 소솔 강에 아니 노마이 강에 차솔 강에 되게 마제 빠질 소소 날 데디살라 아니 사야다 두야다 드니 데사다 드니 강에 지요 말에 다날 데궁에 임발라 사야도 두야도 드니 근고네 강에 챙게 가세 못 보여래 다 드니지 소소 제소나니 소솔 강에 가네 주사래 드니존에 솔론 통소 고쇼데 때지 제워동아이나 아니 나 지보용 그러 봐.
Then another serious impact this the virus have on the people is on the being you know, all the peoples being very isolated from others, and so it's been the for months and months. So people, you know, we have been pretty much locked in our own house, and so it's it's important. You know, if we're not careful, if we don't think the right way, then we can, by being so isolated, and we can get very mentally can become very feel like a depressed, and get very restless. And so now, in order to overcome this, so then we need to do is to just to change. Apply some method whereby we can change our way of thinking, our mental attitudes. So this is to say, like, how we should think that, of course, you know, it is not convenient to just to always to locked in one own house, but at the same time we need to think that suppose if we, you know, go out and socialize with the others, then there is the imminent, you know, like a threat of catching this virus. And then imagine if you catch the virus, then you know, you we are putting ourselves into a lot of into a very a very miserable situation, and then this can cause our loved one to put into same miserable situations, and so then also think of, you know, just as a way to change our mental attitude. Then also think of like how, you know, in one hand that, you know, even though you are locked in the house, but in the house there is no shortage of the the food and the drinks and all the comfort there, there's no such issue. So whereas if we imagine that some various other part of the country, so where people have this such the problems of actually not being able to find a food and the drinks, and there is such a serious problem there. So so in this way, it's important to in order to overcome such the problems in our mind, stress and depressions and the such anxiety in our mind. So we need to trying to look into different perspective and that way we can calm our mind.
tani sunza tani da nonji yin nga zo tani da pa man le kan do ko re te usa suna ina so le kan do ko no ane bugun lo tan do ko yo re te yin za tani da za pe man nyama tel kaji ni jin ya ta jin zong ge sa re kaji ni te o man zo ni so le ka jenji o ta 다른 데 던지 매와니 차종 좀데 주노라 아니 전자가 된다 디세야 보지 여러 있었다 대년도 시에네 어까야 보지 다 지도 나타라도 야 보지 소에 지오마데 지나다디 노로로 년도 저리 못니 시야데 니 카오리 상데 대자다 다나노지 카오레 인체다 저 아니 과가 당자선 지보탄데나 아니 다 백해치 뭐지 레송도
and I also feel that there's also one positive the aspect of the what that we can also that we can find in our current situations. So that is to say that how in our normalies, how we all live a very kind of very busy life, like even as a parents, you both have to go to every day. You have to go to work, and not only and also even yourself have to go to work. And then if those who have children, then they go to school, and not only that, even how sometimes even weekend. That this is the only 2 days, we got a day off, but how sometimes we even have to work during the weekend, or there can be always there's some sort of other social engagement, and so all leaves a very little time for really having a good quality family times, and so I mean it's good to. It's not that it's something that we chose this situation, but we ended up ended up in this situation. So, but however, trying to see that this is an opportunity at the same time, opportunity for one to have a good time with the family. Enjoy yourself with quality time with your family and so on.
대인자다 다 대인제데 대신 티젠다오지레 다드네 밀라 당아츠 대인이스 단네 고주야데 니 이제종 종가 빈제베니 로존노스 시바데 다드리 다 비리스난다 롤리세난다 드니지가 다나마 고주요레 대인자 띵현롤다 나랑 그런 치세는 전화서 그런 치와다 아니 차종 년도 그런 치 체다니 수제지도원 섬섬시 하는데 저기 so now we begin the actual teachings, so which I'm going to give a teaching on the 3 principal aspects of the path by the great Tsongkhapas. So as a way to cultivate the proper motivations for all of us, for
for all of you and even for myself. So we're going to start with reciting this refuge and the bodhicitta prayers.
Sonje chidon soja jonola
Chanjo Mado Dane Jazonje, Dagi Jezonge Bezonje, Dona Peja Soje, Jodan Soje Zonona, Chanjo Mado Dane Jazonje, Dagi Jezonge Bezonje, Dona Peja Sanje Roba Jo, Jodan Soje Zonona, Chanjo Mado Dane Jazonje, Dagi Jezonge Bezonje, Rola Benje Sanje Roma Jo.
Yata ani je tsonga pense peni ani ta loch no so no samsine ta teyo ni kandiji sena ani ta temba shuche tewe go sumbi sura toche ne dipate ni je tsonga pa chimi go ani lor chembon chi dijo yore 다 된다고 러르 치모테요 아니 다 대마 디두치네 다 디파치네 단단 네 라츠조 노살마 디네 네 수자와 드니지레 디스
So the great Tsongkhapas compose the text called the Great Exposition of the Stages of the Path. So which really is the condensations of the essential points of all the teachings given by the Lord Buddhas. So that's the great exposition of the stages of the path, and then to this piece of writing called the three principal aspects of the path. So that is if you like, is contain the essence, the essential points of these Tsongkhapas, the great exposition of the stages of the path.
대인사들이 딜로존 노선데 순케나 다지 Tsongkhapa 침보지 네 순사 통마데 소리잖아 니다 그런 일로 아니 자꾸 뱅고 잡아 시디시요래 네 그런 기주제 그때 그 기주신사래 디전에니 자꾸 뱅고 잡아 생이 디가니 공산에니 수시만 보시 예로니 다 공기 ram내는 다 여러무지 그 땜바테 배우치다니 가 그런 파이 주세나다 노명쇼라 아니 다 곰바 아니 자두제 다야거니 켈레제 아니 마로네니 모겔 곰바 자두제 탑 아니 데이터 아니 제라 아니 뭐네요다 여러무지 라사주데요로 데디살라 아니 라사네요 쇼리노네다 콜라자시 순드신 모로치스네 올텔 아니 다 녀레스 아니 다 디디신 노와데 어떤지 차디 서리
So this piece of writing, of the three principal aspects of the path, so was in fact composed by the Tsongkhapa in response to a letter that he received from one of his the very closest the disciples, students called Sako Ngawang Takpas, and who the students, so who had studied under the Tsongkhapa for over many years, and then towards the end, so in order to flourish this the tradition of the Tsongkhapa's teachings, so he promised to the Tsongkhapa, and also then he fulfilled that promise, that is to go to find to establish, to establish, the 108 monastery in somewhere in the eastern part of Tibet, and so he fulfilled that, the establishment of such 108 the monasteries, and then finally after that, then he wrote a letter to the Tsongkhapas to give him like a personal instructions, and so it is to respond to, as a reply to that, the letter that he received from the students. So Tsongkhapa wrote these three principal aspects of the path.
제장하다 공기 다 검바자도 제는 단도 몸보지 니 라데서레 니다 닝고시 받던디가 난인다네 만도라 나스더니 시에 검바자도 제는 타마데리세네니 델라타 코로가 미 코로 아니 다 총송세네 다티 자도 제 상황이 살아봐 아니 미 코로를 다 총세네 다 총송세네 다 총수 gem바세네 다 총 gem바세네 아니 드니가 미지다 티송라 gem바데 두세 그것도 나니 친진로 디지디 살았다 놀로 로니에도 가면도 아니 꼬니엔다고 지다 아니 드니 뭐 그러고 가지지 마시면 돼요 이나 gem바데 다가로 론저 대샤스 어떻게라도.
And of course, at that time, the Tsongkhapas was living in the central Tibet, and so I have heard that the some of the monasteries that of the 108 monasteries, so some of them are still survive, still exist in Tibet. And in fact, there was the last monastery, the 108th monastery, which was, called in Tibetan as like a Tatsang Gomba. Tatsang means now this is the completion, completed now. Is named after that, completed now Gomba, which apparently is still exists in Tibet. And although it's not a monastery as such as like a big like a learning center, but there was some the attendants who like a carer to that the monastery is still there.
다야 가시가네 지 로주 제와라 니 체시마 캔래 거다 아니 체시마라마도 팽금해와다 아니 드리가 소는 공이들이 있어야돼 내가 저기 노트로와 아니 다친지 용저와이나 아니 체시마 캔래나 말래난다 소소 녀래지까지 와이나 아니 친디 강가 차송 때 아니 매워서 더 진짜 가르세나 아니 센델은 가서 강에 쟁액 수리스는 아니 군조 대초 시에도 라수바다 그 조진에니 가서 강에 되고 봐. 또 전에니 다 매워져야 그네 지진운에 시에 되고 그래. 지진운에 시에 되고. 대인자네 다들 저거 센델 강에 되고 예와됐다 가서디 니들 로존아 이러다. 군조 휴치분 홍대에 고소되 아니다 루바스지라고요 말에 피 야피소솔 피 제잘어질 대초 첨부 피 세나 치고서 댕게도 고인 바디가 아니다 텔라더니 이렇게 루바칭에 말어 아니다 미 통어 맞아 아니 드니 용고요 봐 강에 쇼부지 용고요 봐 다도 강에다 먹게 잘라서 봐 가리나 매나 또 강에 땡게 대지래 돼요래 또 강강 가서니 치글로주 치글라작 티네나 아니 매워서 더요. 또 매워서는 무슨들 집어용 거야. 대자네 지체바데네 다 지로주체네. 네 녀래가 와데. 아니 제시마 집어라. 네 배한다. 다와도 집을 배하더니 지 말에 젠들라야. 아니 녀래지까지 와이나 아니 팽도요래 했더니 쉬어요.
And the talking about the Dharma or the value of spiritualities, So there are many people who think that it is in order to follow the Dharma or follow the spiritualities, then you have to have belief in like in the life after death, and otherwise. And also there's a misunderstanding. There's a assumption, belief that this dharma and the spirituality is only something beneficial for the future life, or is for those people who seek happiness in the future lives. So these are all very. This is very misunderstanding. So in fact it doesn't matter even if you lack the belief in the future life, anyone who they apply the Dharma in your life, then they can find it very very beneficial, because in terms of they'll find the Dharma is very very effective in solving the problems, the various problems that we face in this in our day-to-day life. So because when we think of the source of the problems, then really the main source are all all because of this the negative states of mind, such as the anger or a strong desire or the attachments. So we can see how when anyone's who is who's always been overpowered by the anger, or who's very angry person, then we can see the person will find it very difficult to find happiness, and also even the other people will also trying to avoid making friends with such persons, angry persons. So likewise, how people who are very greedy and very selfish, and how they can be also they will live a very unhappy and a very life, regardless of what they possess, what they find in their life, they will note that they are never happy, and also the other people can also find very difficult to work with, to be friend, to be close with such a person who's a very greedy person. So therefore the Dharma in actuality, so Dharma practice is nothing, is all about the overcoming the negative states of mind, such as the anger, attachment, and so forth. So therefore, as I said before, and it doesn't matter whether you believe in a life after death or not, but whoever put this Dharma into practice, so the benefit is not only we have to think of in the future life, but it is very immediate. At the moment you put the practice Dharma, you yield the benefit of it.
Muchi senanda, muchi sumpila senanda, to nyos lembala, ni to ngel shingo, nyos lento the shingo. Nyos lento shipala, ale nyos lento the yungo, majun shing marwa. And it yungwala, ni hella chi tigo, anjunol. Or things are ne a chi tine, ni shinsuna, neta, the nigger. 다 아니 소소 녀스 레신 그러. 근데 어때 네페 단 좀리가 노는다 제노까지 해놓다. 아니 디가 저그레스 가인스나 제노라 수파 Mombo Yuenaya, Anita Gashoada, and Sutanani, Susula, Nyanga Yesivaris. Anita typical ni Rondo Che, typical Shisuna, Ane Takamala Kajimewa, Tani Nodu Mandawa, Ane Soso Nyamuselena, Nyos Castle and Legic, Ane Chiri Royawashi. Oh, Tani Yinza, Ane Tendawatini, that teenage Yumi pay, Tani Yugesaris.
So if it's very beneficial to practice dharmas, and then in order to practice dharma, so we must know the dharmas. So without knowing the dharma, so we won't be able to apply the dharma in practice. So therefore it's very important to study about the dharma and through studying and gain the knowledge about the dharma is very important. So in this way, if we have to consider, if we compare the whatever the knowledge of the dharma that we gain through study with any other like material objects like the wealth, and if you compare in terms of the value of each one, then we will know that the value of the Dhamma knowledge is far greater, and so it's something that we it's also the knowledge. Once we have it's always belong to ourselves, and we do not need to worry about just as for the external wealth, how initially we have to work hard, to struggle hard to acquire it. Then even after acquiring it, of course there is no guarantee that it will benefit one, and then even so there's some beneficial, then we have to worry about losing it, that we can lose it by being stolen by others. And whereas however with the knowledge that we gain from the Dharma through study, so we do not have to worry about being stolen by others, but it's always with us, and it is guaranteed to benefit us when we put into practice.
Nini launch so no singite, and Yenju Junse Yunta Pitawasa, she got it. Nitso Sekia Carisena, Ne Tojimbigo Copotopala, and Lord Tessa, and it's all Yans Lanko, that's on the Chimason and Digomari. Or Tizane, launch no so sinatati, so regan data, only Macroncos of Katukatu Legawa. Or the Nize.
So the title of this, this Tsongkhapa's writing, where it says three principal aspects of the paths. So of course we, in the as we go through the text, so we will learn about in detail about each one of those three paths, three aspects of the path. So just to say why this is called as the three principal aspects of the path. So it's just to imply that these three are the principal or the main practices which we need to follow in order to achieve the complete enlightenment.
다 동보니 제틀라만 나라 션자로스 아니 드니 지지수셔레 다 때가르스나 아니 체제 아니 다 대지 강도 공자와이나니 다 인생의 그 시우 동바이나 아니 시우 동바트 티거니 공 체제 신세고요 아니 체제 이제 그 진짜 가르스나 아니 다 루니 아니 시우 동바이바 아니 또 바샤기 체다 아니 다 그리고 좋아야 되니 좀만 다시 와요 그 체다 아니 드니 용거 가르스나 다 파슈 그 윤텔 로니 쟁이 슈나 윤티 다 지따디 자는 걸 체제지 제자와이나 단디 종이데 시우 동바지 자리 빈곤에 네 다 라라말 체제 제전도 세네네 다 흐메가다 레카 피도 세거와 가를 내워이나 레카 랭이도 저거니 다 건지 타스나 얘기 지고는 유바다 동보 체제 아니 다말아니 드니때와 드니치네 니 지게서와 디그 제동 제네니다 체제 체제인제 기기 세트 드리도 보시레스
So the so now if we will find in the text. So the first line is read homage to the most venerable teachers. So this line is is called as the expression of homage. So the authors, paying homage. In here, the author pays homage to all his the venerable teachers. So now there is in ancient times. So whenever if you come across any text, any writing, and then if you see the text begins with such a line or the verse of author's expression of homage to a noble being, then just by that, seeing that, then this the text is the people, then the reader would then assume or to think that the writer must be something very special, must be a very noble or a holy persons. So so it has that the purpose, and also to it is also there's also purpose, or another purpose of such dedicating a line to paying homage is also to be able to as a cause to successfully complete these writings, the composition of these writings.
다 네 라마 생이때니 제종가 보고랑 그 네 라마를 자와이나 그런 걸 라마 쪼데 아니 진짜 좀 매요 어들이 저거요 네 다디 울 나무 생이때는 무츠리다 텔레진비거니까 라마 무쇼지로 참말로 쇼살로 오세네 어들이 시거래 다 오나네 체제 이해라시 다네 소지 몽보요래 아니 쇼주 셈바 몽보요래 아니 더서 만져왔지 미사가 라마를 제거야 가르레 세와이나 아니 라마 생기때니 다 수지 통제거다 심은다고 수지 통제가 차다고 그러지 드니지 차되고요래 대자네 될 체와제와이나 아니 수지 통제는 체와제반 로고요래 쇼주 셈바 통제는 체와제반 로고요래 제자네 지제 디문게는 라마라 아니 체제자 버렸어 So in here, when it says homage to the most venerable teachers, so here, of course, the principal, teacher of the guru of the Tsongkhapas, so is the Manjushri himself. So that's the main one, and then as well as the include
all, Tsongkhapa also rely on, so many other teachers. So all the teachers are included here as in this line of expression of homage, and so now if we ask, if we think of why there are also, of course there are also the object, we can also pay object of homage to like the bodhisattvas and the Buddhas and so forth. So instead of paying homage to those, to the all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and so forth, so why we here the homage is paid to the teachers, to the one's guru, venerable guru. So it to say that because by paying homage to guru is also the equivalent of paying homage to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, because the guru represents all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas.
제장안에 당가지 라마세요. 당가지 라마 아니 제중가 받아고 자자와이나 아니 수지 끝이지. 네 뭐래 돼요래. 아니 수지 터제거는 틀레데. 아니 고럭 제거. 고럭은 틀레를 자자와이나 수용 틀레. 단 덴디 대와노 수완하지 제나네. 수완하지 네 제와 같이 조지는 제와 수용이 있었다. 수지 단 제와 터제 놓는 주도 집한테 수지 수용돼 있어요. 그러와. 제자네 그런거네 제와 때라니 다주 제니 보드 조제라서 봤었네. 아니 제와 시부지 나오셔요레스. 대노지 인다 그런 거 아니 라마도 아니 수지 근디 뭐 아니 드리지 레디오레스.
가사게 제르무진 Get the truth.
Teacher, teacher, 아니 다 시당 제르무치 코랑 아니 수지 근디치 뭐지래 돼요. 그래서 아니 코랑은 제와대요. 아니 다 변화 유포트 조제라서 som네. 아니 제와지노 대 수지가 제와차 되고 그래서 아니 산제라서 비가 다 변화 소제 땡에 뭐 폐차그래. 폐차와대 아니 나솔 니제네다 나솔 체다가니 산지네. 대체는 디 생제가 빌라 나솔 요르와. 나솔 예 이자다 다 고정 나솔 니제 송제사에서 다 고지가 나솔 다와도 도제 준비고 공부를 깨 그거와. 다 다와도 도제 준비 공부를 깨 그거에 위나 아니 다 그런 쪽가 다 근사라고 순사라고 그 근사라고 지 마다네 마대체네 아니 땅 가서디 다 도지심이 고물이 하트 그거로 아 대노지 때니 다 제름 붙이나 보지 자고 열에 대노지 가서 수수수가 기위신이 다오대 아 드니라고 저거 그랬어
and as we will find in there's a verse in the praise to the dependent origination, which was also written by the Tsongkhapas. So where there's one verse which saying that that of all the deeds of the Buddhas, the deeds of the Buddha's speech is the most the important or the supreme one. So from this the perspectives, so the fact that when taking into account of how much when you think of the Tsongkhapas number of his writings, which consists of like 18 volumes, and so the considering all that, so we can understand that the Tsongkhapa himself truly represents the the Lord Buddha's, because he represents the Buddha's speech, and so it is when we talking about the way the Buddhas benefit others, then of course it's the Buddha's teachings that Buddha gave to others. That's the way. That's the main channel, main way the Buddha benefit others, and so from this perspective, the Je Tsongkhapas himself, Tsongkhapa is the manifestation of all the speech or all the activities of all the Buddhas.
제장하다 디 체제데 아니 다 시동 디 로존노서데 로르치미근데 와이소인자 로르치미근 골라니 사제라 가려르스나 런치자와 신이 템비츠스 아니 때네 런치자와 신이 템비츠도 때네 런치다 좀 있었네 아니 드니가 사제요 다데 단단디 우네말 미사요 말에 대인자 인게 보소시가 짜질 체제디가 아니 신이 된서 된 거래 했으네 아니 저거 뭐 보시는 거 들이 수요도 있어 대인자는 체제디가 준디가네 신이 된서 된 거요.
So if we refer to these to the Tsongkhapas, like the great exposition stage of the path, and also to all the other Lamrim teachings, so we find that the first topic of that teaching is on the Guru devotions, and in fact in the Lamrim teachings, so the outlines, one of the major part of the major outline of the Lamrim teaching starts with the to relying on the Guru, how to relying on the Guru, and then relying on the Guru, then how you train ourselves in the path. So this in all the commentaries, so it's on these three principal aspects of the path, which says that this first line, which is the expression of the homage to the which is paid to the most venerable teachers, so which shows which in aligned with that the main heading of how to rely on the Guru. Loss.
제장하다 단 내가지 대 저거는 시대 지사지래서니 아니 논지는 있는 가서 비리지 사람이다 담아들라 까마카지리다 저것들에 산소자고요. 다데 너네 같이 저것들에 연구요 말에 대자 소소 저것들나 연나 아니 데디 견디전에 네 소소 이해다 아니 제마가 치도도 와라니 그 도도지니 쇼다 다기스도 벨렌트소.
So I think we've been teaching for a little while, and so we might conclude this first session here. So, but normally when we in a teaching, so we give the opportunity for people to ask questions, so which we can't do right here today. But however, if anyone has a questions, then maybe you can. Is that true? Can you pass the question to comment on the YouTube, and that way I will try to answer those questions in the next or the future sessions.